I'd experienced very deep meditations. Most important thing is just to treat your fellow human being with dignity and respect. It really took years. Then I came to a certain amount of resolution with that experience. Aloha from beautiful Kauai, Hawaii. My name is Gabriel Morris. I'm a world traveler and a author of several books, including Kundalini and the Art of Being. I'm here on the beautiful island of Kauai, Hawaii, where I live, and I'm currently working on a book about women in relationships. Is my latest project. So I was raised in the woods of rural Northern California. My parents were basically atheist hippies, and so I was raised an atheist. And somewhere in my teens, and I started to have a general belief in spirituality and God. And in 12th grade, then I took a Bible as literature class, which kind of helped inspire my curiosity about more spiritual subjects. And within a few years after that, I was exploring all kinds of esoteric and alternative metaphysical theories such as Carlos Castaneda, Robert Monroe, Kriyananda, all kinds of different spiritual reading, which eventually led to my practicing yoga and meditation and pretty much everything I could get my hands on. Basically, all of the spiritual reading that I did really opened me up to other possibilities, and not just in theory, but for example, I read Robert Monroe's book, Journeys Out of the Body, and I practiced his techniques, and I actually had an out-of-body experience as a result of that. Beyond that, it just completely opened up my mind and soul and introduced me to a lot of very strange and interesting topics, and furthered my quest for further spiritual awakening and discovery. Spiritual awakening is definitely depends a lot on who you ask. You'll get about as many responses depending on how many different people you ask. So what I would say is that spiritual awakening is about coming to the realization that there is something beyond the material realm. So we see this 3D world around us, what we can touch and what we can feel and what we can sense with our five senses, and a lot of people think that's the world. It's just the physical world. That's all it is. What's happening in our brain is just a bunch of chemicals and things bouncing around, and that's it. So spiritual awakening is coming to a realization that there's something beyond the metaphysical, and that can occur in very different ways. It could be seeing auras, for example. It could be having dreams that then happen in reality, and you start thinking like, well, that's weird. I saw this in my dream last night, and then I met this person or whatever. It can be psychic experiences. It can be having realizations of past lives. It can be the out-of-body experience that I mentioned. And then it can also be something known as Kundalini awakening, which is what I experienced when I was 22 years old, and which is what my book is about. Kundalini awakening is basically an influx of energy into your soul, but not just your soul, but your physical being as well. It affects your whole nervous system, your body. I experienced flashes of light, like all around my head. I had the experience of burning fire at the base of my spine. I had electric shocks occurring all throughout my body, and just this constant, intense energy flowing through me that I could not even have conceived of before I'd had this experience. When I was 22, I had this Kundalini awakening, and I didn't even know what that was at the time. But I basically experienced a rush of energy up my spine that then flooded into my mind and brought on this whole onslaught of symptoms, very, very challenging symptoms that continued for months and months, and eventually led me to try to figure out what the heck I was experiencing. I found books on the subject, and I discovered that basically my symptoms and the initial experience all really lined up with what is known as Kundalini awakening, and that led to a much greater understanding of what I was going through, helped me, deal with it, and then, over the years, basically, it really took years, then I came to a certain amount of resolution with that experience. Well, if I was going to impart a message to the world, I would pretty much say it's been said before, Jesus and others, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. And the most important thing is just to treat your fellow human being with dignity and respect. And all these, strange spiritual theories and, bizarre experiences and metaphysical phenomenon, and it's all pretty much pointless if you don't treat the person next to you with real respect. All right, thanks a lot, man. Thanks.